Shalom, friend. Happy Memorial Day to those of you who are with family today. I'm grateful you're spending some of your time with me. And to those of you who are working this holiday because the bedside doesn't pause for federal holidays, I see you. This message is especially for you. I want to say something today that might step on some toes, and I'd rather be honest with you than agreeable. Everything you've been told about leaving the bedside is leading you in the wrong direction. Let me read back to you the advice you've probably been given by 50 different people over the last few years. Get your NP. The pay's better. The schedule's better. Go into administration. That's how nurses retire well. Just leave healthcare. Try real estate. Try coaching. Try Etsy. Save up first. Don't quit until you have a year of expenses banked. Don't leave clinical, friend. You're invested too much in your license to walk away. Friend, every single one of those pieces of advice assumes there are only two paths. Either you go deeper into the broken system, NP, admin, more credentials, more shifts, or you abandon healthcare entirely and start from zero in an industry you don't understand. Nobody is telling you about the third path, the one I've walked, MDs, the one I've walked, MDs, MP, we're gonna get this right. Hold on, y'all. Look, let's see. Listen, the one that I've walked MDs, MPs, RNs, LPNs, LVNs, and caregivers into right now. Now, the third path is this: you stay in healthcare, you just move to the ownership side of it. You take the clinical credentials you've already earned, the years of seeing real patients, the credibility your scrubs already carry, the medical understanding that took you a decade to build, and you use them to own a piece of healthcare itself. Specifically, premium self-pay healthcare transportation built without dependence on Medicaid, without dependence on broker portals, without dependence on facility politics that can fire you tomorrow. Self-pay families pay you directly, premium pricing, recurring revenue, real margins, and the Medicaid cuts that scare everyone, they are creating more demand for what we build, not less. Now, I want to be careful here because I know some of you are listening to this and your spirit is saying, yes, that's it. And your mind is saying, but how? I'm not going to teach you the how today. That's not what this video is for. The how lives inside a free training I'm putting on starting June 1st. And I'll tell you all about that on Thursday. What I want to leave you with today is a reframe. The reason nothing has worked yet is not because you're not smart enough. You're brilliant. You're literally trained to keep humans alive on their worst day. Don't insult yourself. The reason nothing has worked yet is because you've been taking direction from people who've never made the trip. So let me future pace this for you. Let me tell you what's on the other side. 12 months today, friend, from today, friend, if you make this shift this year, here's what your life looks like. You're not picking up the phone when the hospital calls for an open shift. Your kid's birthday isn't something you have to request off 3 weeks in advance and then get denied. You're at the soccer game on a Tuesday afternoon because your business runs whether you're there or not. The dispatch happens without you. The drivers know what to do. The revenue lands in the account whether you're working or sleeping. You're not bracing yourself every time a Medicaid headline drops because your revenue isn't coming from Medicaid. It's coming from families who choose you, who pay you because of the medical understanding you carry that nobody else in the market has. You're not exhausted anymore. You're tired sometimes because building a real company is real work, but it's the kind of tired that comes from building, not from being drained. And there is a difference. Now, 12 months from today, friend, if you don't make the shift this year, let me tell you what that looks like too, because I'd rather be honest than easy. Here you go. You're picking up another contract. You're another year deeper into burnout. You're watching another colleague leave clinical and not knowing if you should follow. The Medicaid cuts have started landing in your facility. You're nervous, and the door you wanted to walk through 12 months ago is still right there, just 12 months further away than it used to be. The math doesn't get easier with time, friend. The math gets harder. So here's your diagnostic this week. I want you to write down the names of 3 people who've given you advice about leaving the bedside in the last 12 months. Now look at the list and ask yourself, has any one of these people actually built what I want to build? If the answer is no, friend, you've been taking directions from people who've never made the trip. Thursday, I'll introduce you to people who have, and I'll tell you about the bridge. So, shalom over you, shalom over your family, and to those of you working today, get some water. Take a real lunch. You're seen and you're not forgotten. I'll see you Thursday. Be blessed.